בוקר טוב לכולם. This is Dor. I'm gonna go in English on this time. This is the second Fountain of Youth conversation we're having. I'm doing this every morning on Sunday. So I just wake up half an hour ago, and I want to share with you my morning routine actually for today, because this channel that I'm doing, the Fountain of Youth, is about, it's like, what can you do that is outside the modern culture that can bring you, can set you up more for life, more for your skin, for your health, for looking young, for looking alive, almost. Like, what are the things that you can do that pump your energy, that bring your energy? Hello, Sasha. What are the things that you can make your energy more alive? In the yogic culture, they call it prana, so the energy of life. What can you do? So many people come to me and they say, wow, you look so young, you look this and that, and yeah, that's what it's about. It's not about like putting makeup or doing plastic surgeries and stuff like this. Like, how can you truly be more alive? And yeah, I'm gonna just, like, every week I'm gonna give like a different content about that. So last week I talked about going for a walk in nature in the morning, and today, if you can watch it on my IGTV. And today I'm gonna talk about like some yogic things that I do in the morning. Okay, so let's start. Like, the first thing that I do is I drink from this. Now, this is a filter. Brita is for filtering the water, but if you look closely, you'll see there's a certain thing right here. And that thing is actually a linga. It comes from the ashram, from yoga, and it actually comes from Sadhguru ashram. And you can buy that linga there. I'll keep showing you while I talk about it. And it's actually, what it does, it's, first of all, it's from copper. So copper has this quality of reviving, let's call it reviving the water, changing the ionic structure of the water, making them more alive. And inside there's also like this ash, this earth inside of the linga, and it's through a little hole, it pumps like a little bit of like earth that is very pure into the water. I'm just gonna turn off my alarm. Okay, so today, that's, by the way, it's a funny thing that I wake up before the alarm. Like, it's great. Anyways, so the water going through the filter, the linga gives them like the copper energized structure. So if you go to the east, the way they keep water is they keep the water all night in these big copper vessels like this, and they keep it all night like this. And then they also have like some prayers, and they put things on it to restructure the water. There are famous scientific experiment that this Japanese scientist did with water, and you can see the shapes that the water take when you treat it in a certain way, even if you say words about them. So yeah, the water can be, so the story is that water, when they run in your tap, they take corners, like before they get to the tap, through your pipe holes, they take 90 degrees angle turns, and that changes the structure of the molecules in the water, and it makes them actually even poisonous, or not even alive. They become death. And another angle that I learned about this is from this technology. It's called natural action technology, It's an American company. I'm not trying to sell you this because I don't sell them. I bought them from the States. And this thing, it filters the water, but it doesn't do filtering like the 𝕨𝕬𝕬𝕤 does. What it does, it's if you look inside, it swirls the water, and there's little balls inside. I don't know if you can see them. There's little balls inside, and on the balls there is like a structure, geometrical structure printed, and then when the water go on the structure inside, it's first of all it swirls it, and then it gives it like it restructures the water. So those are structured water. So what I do basically, I let the water sit like this all night, and then I filter them through to my glass, and then I drink them, and that's really changed the water. Like I'm doing this for maybe about a year now, and it really feels different. Like after you drink this and then you drink water from the tap, it really changes the way you feel water, and you feel more alive. It gives you more prana. I think it's a big thing about like the way I feel and the way maybe even I look, the way it take care of my skin, the way it take care of my body, and that's huge. Yeah. So I'm just gonna drink the water, and hello to everyone that joined. Let's put this here. And I don't know if you can see it, but the water that comes out, they come in swirling down. It's more structured this way. It's like water coming down from a waterfall. If you look at water coming down from a waterfall, they're much more silky. So the silkiness, it's the restructure of the water. So water in nature have this quality that they're very alive. And this is trying to imitate that because we live far from nature. So we're trying to imitate the water that we would get from a waterfall in this thing. So also one thing that I say some sort of a blessing. It doesn't matter if it's like Indian or in Hebrew, like a Jewish thing, or something like that. So I say 𝕸𝕬𝕟𝕬𝕣𝕐 𝕸𝕬𝕟𝕠, just to restructure the water, to make them more alive, to bless them. And after that glass, I'm making myself some tea. So I use this water for the kumkum. And yeah, I'm gonna probably drink tea with some sage. It's like fresh sage that I got, and it changes. The tea changes, depends on my stomach, depends on like if I ate something yesterday, which I did, which is, by the way, it's not from what I know about yoga, most of these things I learn about from yoga. So these are, if you eat before you go to sleep, well, it's kind of known, but it's not very healthy for your system, for the energy of your system. So I try not to, but if I do, I usually drink tea with mint in the morning, and I'm gonna drink, and a lot of time with sage. I have some other kind of mint here, sage, and yeah, it's great for the system for me to drink tea in the morning. Sometimes in the summer when it gets really hot, I don't drink, I just stay with water, but that's what I do. Okay, jumping off to the neck thing, and that's like more of a hardcore yogi thing. That's something that you do in Sadhguru ashram programs, and I just recently picked that up again and start doing that. Show you. I take kurkum. I have here kurkum. Take just a little bit of kurkum. Hello everyone that joined. I'm just showing my morning routine, how I start my morning and how I keep my prana more alive. It's called the Fountain of Youth. How I keep this channel, this show, it's called the Fountain of Youth. How I keep myself more alive. So some of the practices that I do in the morning right now, it comes from yoga, and this is kurkum and neem. This is neem powder. It's come from Isha Life. It comes from the ashram from Sadhguru. And kurkum here. Hello everyone that joined. And what I need to do with this, I need to create like balls. So I'm gonna bring some water in. So I need to create little kurkum and neem balls. Yeah, it takes a bit practice to get it right. I just started with this practice again, so yeah, I create a ball, and the kurkum, it's great for infections in your skin. I tried it a few times when I had infection, and it really helps to reduce inflammations. So it really helps for inflammations. And both of the kurkum and neem, it's something that you do in ashrams, in yoga ashrams. You do it like in Sadhguru's one at least. They give you this to every morning in the program to eat 2 balls, one of neem and one of kurkum, and it's really great to. It's funny how it sounds, but it really get you focused in the morning. It does something to your system. I don't know what, but it's really get me focused in the morning. So I create 2 little balls like this, and again, it's things that I'm experimenting with. I'm not like a science guy. It's like science for me. It's like every week someone does a new article or something, or new. Anyways, yoga, they try these things for years, for thousands of years, and they use what works. So now I have these 2 little balls, the neem ball. It's very bitter, by the way. I need more water. And the kurkum ball. Now it's in my stomach. It starts to explode in my stomach, and if you try it, it's great. It's like keep me focused, keep me more like centered in the morning. And yeah, that's about it for my morning routine for now. If there's anything else you want to ask me, or you want to ask things about what I did here, how can you create this? Or how you can create this structure for yourself. If you have any questions, you can ask me. I would probably in this stage I would either write something or do some work for the morning, because my mind is going. Or I probably go outside for a walk outside, like I mentioned in my first video. You can check out my first video to see what it is about. And thank you for watching. I'll see you next week, Sunday, for Fountain of Youth. See you there.